William, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure, yes. I'm William Lee Rand, Reiki master, and have studied metaphysical things, healing, meditation, and so forth for many, many years. I first heard about Reiki in 1981, and at that time I became a level 1 practitioner. And I really liked the Reiki. It had so many interesting features to it. The attunement, and it's so easy to learn. And so then about a year later I got level 2. And at that time I wondered about the master, and I was told actually it was $10,000, which was actually quite a lot of money. And I didn't think I would ever be a master. But I also was told that Reiki does, it will actually guide your life. And so I started saying a prayer and asking Reiki to guide me. And then suddenly things started changing. And I had lived in Hawaii for quite a long time, 10 years. And suddenly I had to move. I thought I would just stay in Hawaii forever, but I had to move and move and move and move. And pretty soon I felt very uncomfortable. I moved to San Francisco and eventually back to Detroit, where I'm from. And I had no idea why I was going back there, but then I discovered there was someone teaching the master level of Reiki for only $500. And I thought, oh wow, so that's why I was guided back here. So then I took the training actually in 1989, became a master. I already had somewhat of a business background, and so it was easy for me to start to consider how I would develop my Reiki business. And so I began teaching classes. First just level 1, level 2, level 1 and 2 together, eventually the master. And things went quite well. I was very happy with it. And also one of the things that happened when I first received my attunement is after that I was just sitting looking off into space, and the energy came to me and said, this energy can be developed. It's something that can be continuously developed. And I thought, oh. So I thought that was quite interesting.
Could you shortly introduce how about Holy Fire Reiki?
Holy Fire Reiki. Yes. Well, as I said, the energy told me it could be continually developed. So I was always looking for ways to improve the strength of the Reiki and the quality of the healing. And so of course I meditate, and also I would go to different healers who were very clairvoyant, and they gave me advice too. And I began to connect with the spiritual master, Jesus. And it was not the religious Jesus, but the spiritual master. And so, of course, he was a healer. And he began to guide me in ways to improve the quality of my Reiki energy. Yeah. And so one day in January, then I had a session where Jesus came and said he had a new energy for me, and it would be even better than before, and that I would be also doing the attunements differently. So I accepted the attunement that he gave, and then I had a class a couple of days later, and I began teaching. And so that was the first time that Holy Fire Reiki began. That was in January of 2014. Yeah. And then at that time, it was just the master that we were doing what we began calling ignition. So the holy fire is an actual spiritual flame, and it once you receive the initiation, then the flame is inside of the practitioner. And so we were told, instead of calling it an attunement, we should call it an ignition, and because it ignites the flame. And so we began doing that. And then later it developed where we were still doing the hands-on attunements for 1 and 2 and the beginning of the master. And I asked, well, how can we do something like this ignition for those levels too? And I was told that would be important because the less the teacher is involved with the process, the more powerful it is. Because sometimes the teacher's energy can lower the vibration. And so if the teacher stays out of the process, it's more powerful. And so I wanted to know how to do the 1 and 2 and the first part of master without a regular hands-on attunement. And so we were shown how to do that. We were told to call them placements. And so that was, we call that Holy Fire 2. And then we continued to practice that for a while, and just recently, in last month in September 2018, I was shown how to do Holy Fire 3, and that was an even more powerful version. And so one of the things about Holy Fire is it's very easy to learn to teach it, because rather than having to learn how to do a complicated attunement, the teacher simply does a guided meditation for a short period of time, stops talking, and then the energy itself comes in and does the ignition directly with the student. And so for that reason it is more powerful. With Holy Fire 3 we've found that it actually upgraded even further and became even stronger. And so we do 4 ignitions in the master level now. So we added an additional ignition with Holy Fire 3. So Holy Fire is a simple system, yet it's very powerful. The energy, many students have said that it's even stronger than the Yasui Reiki. So it's not something that I decided myself, but the students kept telling me that, so finally I accepted that it is stronger. And I'm very happy to have received this, the Holy Fire Reiki.
Could you speak something to Taiwan Reiki practice or Reiki master?
Yeah, well, I'm very happy to be here in Taiwan, and it does have a history of healing, connecting way back to Chinese methods of healing, Ling Qi, and so I'm happy to be here and teaching the Taiwanese people.
It's very